Now, the Coalition of Violence Against Women is at this moment launching a new strategic plan to secure the rights of women and girls. Let's cruise over to Silver Springs Hotel, where the event is happening, and listen in.
We hope the evolution rights and women are part of mainstream development, and justice must be exercised with this in mind. COVA is aware that as we slashed our judiciary budgets in 2018-2019 allocations, it was a throttle of justice. Wherein we alluded to how expensive it is for us to assist the most vulnerable. Who suffers most when the elephants fight? The grass suffers. And nowhere do we experience this as an organization than our efforts to secure justice for survivors of violence. It must be understood that when policymakers and implementers compromise on the needs of the majority of the population, the intended outcomes can only be about entrenching inequality and injustices. Women's rights can no longer be confined to papers, meeting rooms, and, after that, file them or shelf. File, oh, we've done that report, it's on the shelf. No, we want to live these rights. We demand responsible public institutions, judiciary, law enforcement, governments, schools, health facilities. We want safe spaces for women and girls. The British Premier in April this year, during CHOGM, called for concrete measures to ensure girls in all Commonwealth countries spend at least 12 years in education. At least 12. At least. And she put money to it. She put £212 million, and that saw an extra 1 million girls push to achieve their 12 years in school. What is the current rate of dropouts between year 8 or 7 into secondary school? I think it's 2/3. Too often, these girls were forced out due to discrimination, poverty, or simply the expectation of society. We look forward for more convictions for perpetrators of violence. We want to see girls complete their education. We want to see real economic empowerment initiatives. We want to see women own land. We want to see women love who they want when they're ready and have their children, not because, oh, you've been cut, oh, we're going to get some money. Let's send her off to Mzee so-and-so. FGM. We want women to experience friendly and patient-centered services in our health facilities. COVA, in its work with facilitating access for justice, women and girls with intellectual challenges, takes particular issues with the Penal Code. 146, and let me quote, refers to this category of people as idiots and imbeciles. This is not only offensive, it's derogatory, and it's the worst of all sexual offense for women. The Penal Code does not consider when these women are raped. It just amounts to defilement. It's not rape. COVA has remained committed in ensuring vulnerable women and girls access the rights in a manner that allow them to make informed decisions in securing quality of life. Again, I must emphasize about informed decisions. We must mitigate against early marriages. Our work in Narok, our work in Kwale, early marriages, unintended pregnancies, female genital mutilation, and therefore a platform for securing a sound education. This is the true spirit of the Maputo Protocol, which, as you know, we ratified, but we do acknowledge as COVA the political goodwill of His Excellency, our President, who last year, at International Women's Day celebrations, recognized that empowerment of women is a basic human right. And their value as key contributors to progress in our country cannot be understated. He declared this, his administration has zero tolerance on all forms of violence and discrimination, as well as corruption. So, as we celebrate the gains made so far by the government and the other stakeholders, we call for more accountability today, to translate to the political goodwill. As we launch our new strategic plan, 2018 to 2023, securing rights. We're moving away from scaling the rights, now we're securing rights. influencing sustained engagements on violation of women and girls in Kenya, because we intend to remain truly true to our mission, until Kenya can be truly referred to as a safe space for all women. A safe space. I thank you, my friends, for your kind attention.
Thank you, Dr. Odula. That was very powerful. We need to put more emphasis on implementing our programs at the grassroots level. We need to hold the duty bearers accountable, and we need to see a shift in attitude and practice. At this point, I'd like to welcome Njeri Rogene. Njeri is a consulting editor. In the recent past, we've seen more cases being brought to the limelight through the media. And so the question we ask is it that there are more violations against women taking place? Or is it that people are more aware and they are reporting? So Njeri is going to...